Welcome to the Meeple Bunker, everyone. Today I am going to be doing a put together quickly video of the new game, Warhammer Underworlds Shadespire. This will be for the core box, which just came out today, the day I'm recording this, October 21st, 2017. You have the two factions in the base box. You have the Stormcast Eternals in blue, therefore you're good guys. And then you have your Khorne Bloodbound in red, or your kind of bad guys, I guess, depending on, what side of the eternal struggle you're on. But I'm going to go ahead and do a review, and I'll put them together so you can see about how long it'll take, and then I'll kind of try to see if I can give you some close-ups of the models. One thing that's going to be a little unusual about this is, though these come on sprues, these are push-fit models, which means that there's no glue required, so I'm not actually going to use any glue. I may go back and glue them later, but for today's video, we're just not going to glue them. I'm just going to cut them off the sprues, put them together, and assemble each side so that you can see all the different models, get an idea of how long it takes to put this guy together. I've already punched the box. It took about, 5 minutes to punch everything and organize it. So, without further ado, okay, and as you can see, that is the put together quickly for the Warhammer Underworlds Shadespire core box. We've got our 5 Khorne Bloodbound in red and our 3 Stormcast Eternals in blue. Surprisingly enough, these were really easy to put together. They're made of high quality GW plastic, similar to what you would find in, let's say, the Space Hulk box game, or any of the, Warhammer 40,000, like Betrayal at Calth or things like that, boxed war games. So I think you'll be really pleasantly happy with the quality of the minis, at the very least. Of course, I haven't played the game yet, but just the minis alone. I will say that unlike some of those boxes, if you take a look at these sprues, they are completely empty now. There are no extra pieces in here. You don't get to customize your figures in any way, shape, or form. Although these sprues do say 2017 on them for copyright. So I'm assuming that there's some sort of new sculpts. I don't know. I'm not an Age of Sigmar player, so maybe somebody can help me out in the comments below. But I think these are all new sculpts. At least the copyright on the sprues is 2017. Which is different than like the Warhammer 40k box game Space Hulk 4th edition, which I have, which had sprues from like 2008 or something in them, so I know that they were old sculpts. So I'm assuming these are new sculpts. Good quality plastic. I think the most complicated model was one of the Stormcast Eternals, probably had 6 or 7 pieces to it, including the base. Some of the parts don't snap together. They have to be captured by 2 parts, so be aware of that. That was one thing I wasn't aware of. Like sometimes when you're putting the heads in, they don't really snap in. They might stay snug and they may not, but usually you have to put like a back and a front of the body together to kind of capture those. On that very last Stormcast Eternal, the guy in blue that you saw me doing, I had a heck of a time figuring out how to get that first arm on, and you have to do that along with getting the head on before you snap the front and the back together. So that's really the only thing that took me a bunch of extra time. I would say total construction time was under 30 minutes easily. It's probably more in the neighborhood of 20. You guys can check out the put together quickly portion of this video was at 10 times speed, so you can estimate from there. So there's really not a whole lot of investment and time in this. I will also say that you definitely want to have a pair of these handy to do this. These are a nice pair of straight-sided, you can see that there's a straight side there, cutters, so that you can get in there real tight to the models and clip off on there. They have a flat side to them. You can pick these up from any hobby store, or you can get them online from Amazon. So that's what you want to get, so that you can get really tight to the models and clip off the excess plastic off the sprues. Anyways, hopefully I'll be getting this to the table and having a little playthrough of it pretty soon. But in the meantime, that is the put together quickly of Warhammer Underworlds Shadespire. Look for extra factions to be coming out soon. I know that they have an undead faction coming out and an orc faction. I know they have names, but I'll just call them undead and the orcs. And those are on the side of the box, and everybody knew that. And they said that, you know, more or less, they've confirmed that they would have dwarves and Skaven. Well, in fact, when you open up the manual, they show the major factions of the game, and guess what? The dwarves and the Skaven are in there, so the Skaven are the Ratmen. So you've got your Fire Slayer, I think they're called, dwarves, and then you've got your Skaven in there as well. So you're at least going to have 6 factions. So there's going to be at least 4 expansions to this. I'll guarantee you there's going to be more. So you're going to have plenty of these models to put together. And like I said, they don't require glue, but I might go back and re-glue these. But really happy with this. They went together really well. And there you go. And until next time, Meeple Bunker out.